Hi everyone, my name is Christina Joe, and I am here sharing with you ideas about loving life. And I am loving life today and lately I've been thinking about some of the things that can stop us from loving the life that we are living. And one of those things that I have found is the reason why we choose to do things. And oftentimes we get to the point in life where we are doing things and we're not even thinking about why we're choosing to do things, and we are not even realizing that we still have the choice of whether to do those things or not to do those things. When that happens, we really start doing things for the wrong reason, and oftentimes it becomes a sense of obligation. And when we start doing things out of obligation, it isn't fun, and oftentimes we really don't feel like we are loving what we are doing, even if it's something that we think we love to do. So for instance, I used to love cooking. I used to love cooking supper and trying new things. And then when I got into young family life, when the kids were young, and I did a lot of cooking for the daycare that I was running, it became a chore to cook. And cooking, I wasn't cooking because I loved it anymore. I wasn't cooking because I wanted to. I was cooking because I felt I had to. And the quality of what I was cooking really started to change. It was no longer really yummy food and new recipes. It was a lot of frozen things and not really creative. When I was cooking out of obligation, I was not in a creative mindset at all. So when you get in this place and you decide, no, I don't want to feel like this anymore, I'd rather do things that I love and really start loving life and living, you really have to go through a little bit of a sorting out process. And that sorting out process can sometimes take a little while, because we do a lot of things in our days and in our lives. And so there is quite a sorting out process to do. Part of that sorting out process can be a little bit tricky. So you can start paying attention to the things that you do in a day. You don't have to pay attention to everything, but just pick something. Okay, I'm going to pay attention. For instance, when I first started doing this, it was my volunteer work. I took a look at my volunteer work and I started really deciding, am I doing this because I want to, because I love it, like I did when I started it, or has it become an obligation? And am I just on way too many committees that really weren't where I wanted to be? It was just because someone felt it needed to be done, and so I said, sure, I'll do it. So I really started sorting out whether I was there because I wanted to be there, and if I was there because I was feeling obligated. This happened all over, and it was interesting to me to find which things I chose to let go of and which things I chose to keep. I even one year didn't go to a girls' weekend, and girls' weekend was something that I had been going to for years. But the thing was, almost every year I got sick, and I couldn't figure out why doing something I thought I really loved, I would end up being sick for part of it. So one year I just didn't go, and I really felt I needed to take the time to see if I missed it or if I didn't miss it. And it turned out that I did miss it. And so the next year I was there, and I've been there every year since. I really realized I was going because I wanted to. I really enjoyed the company of the girls. I really enjoyed how each one of us just progressed and changed in our own way over the years, but still stayed the same, and just the wonderful talks that we've had. And those are important to me. And so that wasn't an obligation. And interestingly enough, I haven't been sick at Girls Weekend ever since. I took the time to realize, no, I'm going because I want to, not because I feel obligated. I did the same thing with the volunteer work, and you know what? I stopped the volunteer work. And when volunteer work comes up, I don't really consider it work anymore. It's a volunteer opportunity, and I choose, do I want to do that? Because I will feel good about it. And if I don't feel good or don't feel that I would feel good doing it, I say no. And I'm getting good at saying no. I'm getting good at saying yes. Sometimes I still mess up and end up doing something out of obligation, but I can feel it. It feels different. It doesn't feel good anymore. I do cook. I cook a lot. And I have changed again how I cook. I am very creative cooking again because I cook now when I choose to. If I don't feel like cooking, I don't cook. Skip the dishes works for us. And you know what? My kids, both of our kids have, let me see. I have someone here and I'm not sure how to let them in because that would be the first time. Learning curve. We'll get through it. I'm not sure if our guest is here, but I'll learn about that. All right, so I do cook, and I also have 2 kids who have become really excellent in the kitchen. They just are so creative and come up with things and really help out when we ask for the help. It's a really neat process going through identifying why you are choosing to do what you're choosing. You can get to the point where you take a look at the job that you're working and start realizing that, oh, maybe there is something that you love about a job that you think you hate everything, and you could start focusing on what you do love, and you'll come to the point where you might see that no, you're choosing to go out to work every day. It does fulfill something and bring some sense of satisfaction, some sense of accomplishment to you, or else you really wouldn't be doing it. And things feel better when you do them because you want to. Let me know how this goes for you. Give it a try. It can't hurt to try it. You might learn something about yourself. So let me know how it goes. If you have any questions, you can write that in the comments as well, and I will get back to you. To whoever was joining me, thank you for joining me. I apologize that I was not able to let you in. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.